¿Cómo están?
Welcome back, Apuras.
Oh my gosh, boo-boos. It feels like, let's see, this is our second video. This will be our second video. I can't believe we're already at our second video. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
It feels like it's been forever since we've...
I mean, I just feel like I'm famous now.
Okay, we're going to ignore that statement and instead move on to our next topic, because guess what? We got a lot of questions, not a lot of questions, we got a lot of topics from our subscribers that said what they wanted us to talk about.
Right.
So, today I'm going to tell you that we're going to talk about the stupidest thing we've ever done. Okay?
And how we became really good friends.
Diana, that's our next video. Okay? Because let me tell you, Diana, you're still shook up, but we'll talk about that later. Because since we have how many subscribers, Diana?
I forgot.
Diana, you're supposed to keep tally of this daily.
20.
I thought you said 50.
No, yes, 50 on YouTube, right?
Yes, YouTube.
Because I was like Instagram, yeah. You know.
She's been drinking. Let me tell you that. She's coming from El Barra. Yeah, she's been at the Barra, and I've been here preparing myself, writing a script.
No. Pero no estoy peda. Okay, en primer lugar no estoy peda. Oh, I do have to speak Spanish because I had a lot of complaints about people not understanding what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, to make people happy, voy a hablar español. But hold on. Instagram, it's because like we created the page so we can keep you guys informed.
Yes, of what's going on in our daily lives.
Right. But we have 50. I should have checked.
It's okay. We'll round it.
Yeah. 50, and then we have about 200 views.
200 views? Can you believe that, Diana? Oh my God.
I can't. I thought it was going to be like 30.
I don't even think one person looks at my Facebook page a month. Hey, there's my daily joke.
Now let's get back to business.
Oh, business. Answering subscriber questions. Yes, or topics that they want us to talk about.
However, I want to say thank you. We want to say thank you. Very selfish for me to say. I want to say thank you. We want to say thank you.
Despénsame.
Porque
con todo mi corazón.
Porque the outcome, like with the first video, like you guys outdid yourselves.
Yes, I thought Diana was going to give an Oscar speech about herself. And then it was going south. But then it started going in the right direction, and she put everything on y'all. Thank y'all. I mean, like
200 views?
200!
Who are we?
That's 2 with 2 zeros behind it. 2. That's more people than were in my graduating class, remember? Yes.
So thank you guys, and we hope that you keep enjoying our videos, that you keep supporting.
That you keep subscribing.
Right.
Yes, keep subscribing.
Yes.
Sorry, I need some Fiji water. That is good water. What does it say? Oh, it is. From the island. Yes, it does. It is from the island of Fiji. Sorry. Oh, I was...
Is it good?
Tenía sed.
Okay, nos hicieron muchas preguntas. Y I'm going to speak more Spanish than anything because I want everybody to understand what I'm saying.
We want it to be bilingual, multilingual. I mean, if an alien wants to watch this, they'll even understand.
Right. So, nos hicieron muchas preguntas, pero no podemos contestar todas las preguntas. So, we picked 2. And the second portion is going to have part 1 today, porque es mucho y no queremos aburrirlos con todas las historias, and then you're like, okay, I don't want to keep watching this video for like 40
we don't
hour.
We don't want to put y'all in a coma.
Right. So 2 questions, and then part 2 of the second question para otro video.
Yes. Yes, otra video. I don't want to say our next one, but it'll come. It'll come.
Right.
Okay? So.
The first question was?
The first question was, what is the stupidest thing you've ever done? Okay? And I'm going to take this one. Okay? I'm going to take this one. The second question was,
how did we become like super good friends?
Yes. And
I'm going to answer that.
She's going to answer that one. Y mucho español. Porque necesitan entender. Sorry. I haven't watched Made in Mexico or Latina Rica Famosa in a long time. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight before I go into my coma.
Right. Okay, so la primera pregunta fue, ¿cuál es la cosa más estúpida? Porque nosotros somos bien
Bien.
Right. Más estúpida que hemos hecho en nuestra vida. Yo solamente tengo 26 años. So there's really not much. I mean,
Quiero un clavo. How do you say hammer?
Tráeme un martillo.
Martilla, porque quiero asina en la cabeza. Cabrona.
Okay, come back. But, no porque me miren toda estúpida. Soy and I've done like stupid stuff. Like, I'm pretty bright. I mean, I don't know about Brian. On my end, I mean, I'm pretty smart.
One second. I'm going to go get my 2 diplomas from colegio from under the couch. Okay? Go. Mira, otra vez está así. Mi publicita. My publicist is sitting over there again, and she's literally holding a card. Where did you find this? We're about to tell you.
Okay, so Brian's going to take this one, y él les quiere contar lo más estúpido.
Ay, bien estúpido.
Que ha hecho en su vida, okay?
Okay, so, what's the stupidest thing I've done in my life? Now, let me tell you this. I talked to Diana about it, and this could have gone in a bunch of different directions.
Right.
Because I've done some stupid But what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it like a life lesson. Like I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying because I want y'all to learn from it. Okay? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I did my hair, so I wanted to
I know, it does look bomb, huh? Looks very bomb. Yeah, see? I wish I had it. Necesito una peluca como Kim Zolciak on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, and I'll go like this the whole time. Okay, so anyways, the stupidest thing I've ever done. Okay, I want y'all to listen to this. Especially if you're starting college, if you're in college, if you're thinking about getting student loans, this is very important. I'm going to tell you this. Listen. Cierra la boca y abre las orejas, así. Close your mouth and open your ears.
So, va a hablar de los préstamos que puedes agarrar en la universidad. ¿Ok? Ese ha sido su peor error o la cosa más estúpida que ha hecho en su vida.
Yes.
I'll translate for you. Let's go.
Okay, so here's my advice to you. Only take out the amount of money you need. If you only need $2,000, but you can borrow $7,000, don't borrow the $7,000. Only borrow the $2,000 because when you graduate, well, I remember being in school and me taking out these student loans, and I remember my financial aid counselor telling me this. I hand to God, my financial aid counselor literally told me this. Yes, she goes, I mean, don't worry about how much you borrow. She goes, because you're going to graduate and you're going to get a good job and you'll probably be making like $70,000, $80,000 a year. Lies. All lies.
Mentiras. Te echan mentiras.
Puros mentiras. So, she was like, oh, your payment will probably be like $50 a month. It won't be bad. It won't be bad or anything like that. So, 6 months after you graduate, you got to start paying them student loans back. Student loans, 6 months. So, in my mind, I thought, ooh, I'm only going to have to pay $50 a month. That's what they told me. So in 6 months, when them payments come, the feds be knocking at your door wanting their money.
How How are they knocking on your door?
I've seen them.
What did they want?
They want their money. They want their cash flow. And so, yeah. And so you talk to them and you're all, oh, how much do you want this month? I want this much. Really? Because my financial aid advisor told me that I would only have to pay $50 a month. And this was their response. No, I don't remember that. Pay us. Yes, they don't remember that. No. They have no recording of it. They have no email of it. Nothing. So, when they tell you got to pay the amount that you got to pay, that's what you got to pay, regardless of what you borrowed. And let me tell you something. I ain't making $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year. Now, I'm doing okay for myself. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not making that much money. So, borrow only what you need. Don't go crazy. Don't go ham. Don't start thinking you need to go, ooh, I can borrow this extra $2,000 and go buy me a LV, because those aren't smart decisions. Or, ooh, I can buy me a new MacBook every year. No, those ain't smart decisions. Buy you the $4.99 Dell and use the thing all through college. There you go, boo-boo. That is my stupid
Yes, no, I do have to say, can I add on to that?
Yes.
That it's very true, because even I will get some money, and let's say, por ejemplo, necesitaba un préstamo de $1,000, $2,000, pero me daban $5,000. Agarraba los $5,000 y con los $3,000 que me sobraban, me iba de compras.
De compras.
O go shopping. Salía mucho a comer. I mean, I still do, but it's my money now. Ajá. Pero lo gastaba en tonterías que en realidad no eran necesarias, pensando la mentalidad que tiene uno cuando está en la universidad, que pues lo pagas cuando lo quieras pagar, cuando lo puedas pagar, pero la realidad de los préstamos es que no es cuando tú tengas el dinero, porque en realidad nunca lo vas a tener, es cuando te lo pidan. Y si no lo tienes, qué chingo.
Yes. Otra vez con los ¿sí? Los So, that was my part.
Yes.
Now, we're going to wrap it up con Yuri Diana.
Part 1.
Yes.
Yes.
The story is
This
so
is
long. Está como una historia, un soap opera. Así, like.
Una novela.
Novela. Como, my parents used to watch a novela called Rosa Salvaje. I remember. Yes. It was bomb. There was this evil bruja called Dulcina. Ooh, she was bien un víbora. Así. So, now Diana's going to tell you this.
So, la segunda pregunta fue, I think I can do it in Spanish, because most of the viewers are Spanish speakers.
De
right?
México, viva México. Sí, así. Yes.
Right.
Soy bien fresa. Ándale, Diana.
Okay, so, la segunda pregunta fue, ¿cómo es que nos conocimos? ¿Cómo nos hicimos muy amigos? Porque we're like besties. We're like uña y mugre.
This is the sister I never had. Sorry, Jamie. You're my brother and I love you, but I always wanted a sister, like
Bomb like me.
Yes, so this is the sister I never had. Even Jamie, my brother, says that. Even Courtney said it. Jamie's wife, my sister-in-law. But I call her my sister too, but she's my sister-in-law. But yes.
Yes.
I love Diana mucho.
Okay, so yo voy a contar la historia based on what I remember. Maybe he can add on to the story, but I'm going based on what I think happened, okay? Me acuerdo que yo era el año 2016.
¿Qué año? In inglés. I'm not very good with números.
2016.
2016.
Yes.
Okay.
You right?
Yeah.
Que yo me iba a graduar. So, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Cuando me gradúo en mayo, tengo que esperarme un poquito, o sea, es el verano, tengo que esperarme lo que es junio, julio, y empezamos la escuela, mi trabajo, en agosto. So,
because she was so bomb where she student taught.
Que de volada me agarraban así.
They were like, come teach these raggedies.
Okay, but I love my kids.
Yeah.
Some of my kids are former students. So
we say raggedy with love.
With
we
everybody.
Really
Everybody's raggedy.
Yeah,
okay?
everybody is raggedy.
So don't take offense to that. Anyway, so, me empiezo a investigar, and I heard that there were some summer camps, okay, había campamentos en el verano, donde son estudiantes que básicamente van a entrar a la universidad o van a empezar su último año en la preparatoria, high school. So van a ver, dar un paseo por la universidad, la conocen, bla, bla, bla.
And a lot of them are like first generation college students. And so a lot of them are Mexicanos.
Ya, había mucho hispano. Entonces, yo apliqué, me agarraron, me dieron trabajo, y I'm like, okay, cool, great. Pero de volada empezaron a decirme que qué bueno que me agarraron porque necesitaban una persona que hablara español. So I'm excited, right? Okay. Lo primero que veo cuando me meto a una piscina donde tengo que entregar mis papeles es a Brian. Es decir, a Brian Garibay, like su apellido, su primer nombre y su apellido. Y yo me quedé, okay, he looks Hispanic, but I don't know if he speaks Spanish, you know? Ahora va a ser bien chicanillo, nada que ver.
Yes, como, no sabe. Yo no sabe.
Okay. But I didn't say much, like nothing happened, okay? No pasa absolutamente nada.
Yo nomás estaba así.
Trabajando como esclavo, como siempre. Right. Fast forward, pasó todo eso, empezamos los campamentos, y yo me quejaba o me reía de las cosas, y Brian se acercaba a mí y Brian has always been like that, okay? Like, Brian siempre ha tenido esta personalidad de que no le importa nada, es bien burlesco, es bien mamón, bien estúpido. So, no, but in a good way.
Sí, yo quiero hablar con todos. Like, yo quiero hablar con un árbol, yo quiero hablar con un
libro,
mosca, con un libro. Sí, con Diana, yo quería hablar con Diana, because let me tell you why I want, look, see, I said I wasn't going to say nothing, but I got to, yeah. This is why I wanted to talk to Diana, because Diana, like, literally was just like, what? And our jefa,
La Robona. We were gonna.
Yeah. La Robona would just yell and yell and yell and yell.
Y como yo no me dejo de nadie,
yes,
Brian noticed that I was bomb.
And she would yell right back.
Yeah.
And tell her right back.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
oh, I gotta know who this is.
Yes, I gotta know who this is because I gotta learn how to yell back. Christina. So.
Yes. So empezamos nuestra jefa, la patrona, la coordinadora de este programa, siempre nos trataba como si fuéramos animales.
Ay, tiro como animales, tiro como...
So, yo no me dejaba porque en primer lugar te estoy haciendo un favor a ti, porque si yo no me siento a gusto trabajando para ti, baby girl, I don't have to be working for you.
Boo.
Bye. Y siempre, that's something that you guys gotta know, okay? Cuando te hacen sentir menos, cuando te humillan, cuando te trabajan hasta ya no poder más, cuando tú ves que ellos no hacen nada, you have to speak up and say it's not okay. Okay? Anyway, but that was not the point of the story. Fast forward, right?
Right.
Yo y Brian de volada, we clicked.
Yeah.
I mean, but we weren't really talking though. So solamente en el trabajo. Y las personas que trabajaban con nosotros hacían puras estupideces. Y a Brian lo tenían literalmente como esclavo. Si quieren hielo, Brian had to go get ice.
Running around. Let me tell you this. Yes, they would literally be all, go get us, here's 2 cups, go get us ice. And we don't want ice. We were on a university campus. And they were literally like, okay, I'll go to the ice machine downstairs to get ice. They're like, no, we need for you to go to this building over here and get ice, which on campus is like 3 blocks. So I voy como pendejo con los copas, todo sudado, all sweating like a Hebrew slave, running in the heat, in the Texas heat. Yes.
He will literally come, like, I'm like, oh, no se fue Brian. I'm thinking, no, se fue para la oficina. No, se había ido a Sonic a agarrar bebidas porque querían coca, querían Dr. Pepper, querían limonadas.
Starbucks.
Él era completamente un esclavo.
Like, I'm embarrassed to think back on it, that I'd literally sat there and, like, I did. I mean,
era un esclavo total, te lo juro.
Yes, and let me tell you, it did not feel good. If you get my drift, it did not feel good.
So, él me decía, like, he started talking to me, and he would just want to know about, like, tea. And he'd be like, did they give you Sonic? Did they give you some Starbucks? And then we'll start talking about, you know, everything. So he would just, like, se desahogaba conmigo. He was like, okay?
I would vent.
Yes. Después, eso fue ese año. And I will always, like, yo preguntaba por Brian. Y ustedes salen con Brian, ustedes van a comer con Brian. Porque me interesaba mucho su personalidad. Was like, we gotta become like BFFs. So I was like, if he goes out, yo quiero salir con él. So yo siempre preguntaba, y Brian. Y me decían, no te quieres juntar con Brian, because he's lame. Se va a dormir como a las 6:30, no hace nada con su vida, no le gusta salir. Fuimos a Las Vegas y Brian literalmente se quedaba en su cuarto. So I was like, ¿cómo puede ser que una persona tan alegre, tan divertida, tan creativa...
It was like a Scooby-Doo mystery.
¿Cómo una persona así puede ser tan aguada, amargada, fea? I'm like, whatever. So then I remember that one day, we went out to eat. We went to Ruby Tequila's right across.
Yeah.
Yes. And I remember Brian, and like he was just like tomando, comiendo. And I'm like, how is he lame though? We'll tell you the Vegas story later on.
Yeah.
But
that'll be like part 5.
Se terminó el verano. Terminamos de trabajar. And we didn't like talk. Era más así. Después mi hermano, yo me gradué. Mi hermano se viene para Lubbock para vivir conmigo. Y no tenía trabajo. Y le hablé con la robona, la jefa. Y le dije, mi hermano, bla, bla, bla. Era un pinche lambeculos también, la vieja. I mean, para quedar bien con todo el mundo. Y she started liking me. Pues le dio trabajo a Pedro, mi hermano. Pedro empezó a trabajar con Brian.
Yeah.
Y los dos juntos, en vez de, o sea, en mi lugar estaba Pedro. Pedro was literally the one that was like here. Like, Pedro hacía puras con Brian, puras estupideces, puras ocurrencias. Y llegaba a la casa y me decía, tienes que conocer a Brian. I'm like, I already know Brian. No. Tienes que salir con Brian because Brian is funny.
Like, you really got to know me.
Right. And I was like, whatever. Pero empezamos a salir, and then Pedro empieza a andar con Katie, y como que se fue, like, it was fading. Like, no fading su relación, pero ya no compartía tanto tiempo y ni pasaba tiempo con Brian.
Right.
Y yo no tengo novio, no tengo hijos.
Yo no tengo novio, yo no tengo hijos.
No tenemos vida.
No, tenía un gato, pero no, that'll be another story. Tenía un gato, pinche
He's
gato.
cruel.
No, we're not going
We're not going to talk about the cat. Okay.
No.
Anyway, pero son no hijos, no novio, nada, ni un juguete.
And I tried to think about the first time that we really went out together, and I couldn't remember when it was. I really couldn't remember, because for you to say 2016, I was literally thinking, was it 2013? Was it 20? Because it seems like that long.
True.
I mean, it does.
Yeah.
So I really tried to sit there and think, when was the first time just you and I went somewhere? And I can't remember when it was.
You and I went together to Nick's.
Just you and I?
Just you and I.
And I introduced her to them bomb martinis, and now she can't live without them.
Yeah, I think I'm the fanciest in town when I get a
Because you are. Look, that looks like L'Oreal hair. Como Eva Longoria. Mira, you're worth it. You're worth it.
So, ya me vamos a terminar para que no se aburren. No he hablado mucho. Okay, anyway, so. Se me olvidó que me decía. Oh, Pedro comes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we started hanging out, and otra vez iba a trabajar yo los campamentos en el verano, which I did, se los trabajé. Pero Brian dijo, I low-key think, guys, that I gave him, like, his voice back. I think that I made him realize that it wasn't worth it, and he doesn't need to get treated like a piece of crap, and he deserves better because he's a hard worker. So I was like, if you don't like something, you speak up.
Mm-hmm. And so I finally started.
¿Oye, no trabajó?
Yeah, I finally started speaking up for myself, and I realized that here's what I think. And we'll talk about another time, very recently, within the last, 3 months, that Diana sat me down and had to talk to me again.
Intervention, otra vez.
Yeah, intervention, yes. Not like TLC, not like Asina, pero just Asina, un mente. Like, you've got to be the person who is going to initiate the change sometimes. Or sometimes you've got to be the person to sit back and realize, you know what, this is not for me. And that is okay. Don't ever feel like it's not okay, because it is okay. I mean, why do you think people change jobs, you know? I think what bothered me was that, and I've talked to my mom about this, is that our parents, and your parents still, my parents are retired, you know, my mom's retired, and my dad was retired, but, like, they did the same thing for their entire lives.
El mismo trabajo por el resto de su vida.
Yes, forever.
I mean, desde que me acuerdo, mi papá works in the restaurant y mi mamá in a car wash.
Like, they've done these jobs, I mean, my parents did these jobs for like 30 years.
Right.
And didn't know anything else.
Right.
And so, you know, they don't expect that from this generation, or from, like, I guess maybe my generation. My brother's been at his job for like 30 years too. But, I mean, you know, they're not used to it. They're fine now, but still a lot of people find it straight there, like, you should work at the same place for your entire life. But, I mean, that's not how it works. And I'm perfectly content with my job now. I'm perfectly content. But, I mean, I think that if you, like, Diana, you're hurting me here. Like, I really am content with my job. Diana's just trying to come for me. But, I mean, but I think that if I, like, yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly content. So, there it is. There it is. So, we kind of got off subject again.
But okay, so, la parte, the second part of this, ¿cómo nos conocimos? Porque I'm pretty sure he has a lot to say. You know, we have a lot of funny stories, okay? Pero, going back, los dos estamos solos. Yeah. Los dos, lo único que hacemos, let me tell you 5 things that we have in common, okay? Because I've been wanting to do 5 things for some reason. 5 things for something, okay.
Diana, we're not starting a new job.
No, but listen.
Go for it.
I was like, okay, estamos solos.
Solos. We're by ourselves. We're single.
Nos encanta criticar y hablar de las personas, pero nunca nos fijamos en nuestros errores.
Okay, I'm not going to say that in English. Go ahead.
Nos encanta tragar. No comemos, guys. Se los juro. Tragamos.
We love to eat.
Literal, desde que acabo de comer hace ratito ya estoy pensando en lo que voy a comer después, literally the day before we could be literally eating lunch. Y luego Brian me dice, ¿qué vamos a comer for dinner?
Oh,
and then, like, we're gonna plan, like, you know, brunch. Siempre nos gusta brunch. Brunch, para la gente de México que no saben.
Desayuno.
¿Qué?
Desayuno.
What is this? No es desayuno.
Oh.
That's breakfast.
Oh.
Brunch es en medio, o sea, es la palabra de desayuno y almuerzo juntos, porque en los fines de semana, lo que es sábado y domingo, la gente se levanta tarde. Entonces no puedes decir vamos a desayunar, porque en realidad en los restaurantes venden comida para almuerzo y para el desayuno. So that's brunch. Okay, nos encanta ir a bronchear.
Yes, brunch.
Comer. Nos encanta tomar.
Me gusta el cerveza.
¿Cómo?
I love beer. I think, you know what I've really started to like a lot, and it reminds me of my dad so much when we were growing up on the farm?
What?
Is Coors Original. It being so hot outside, and my dad would be changing water in a ditch, and, like, he would pop up in the yellow belly, is what we call him, yellow belly, because the can's yellow, and he would be all, here, Brandon, we'll talk about that later, but he'd say, Brandon, you want a drink? And I was probably like, I don't know, 5, 6, or 7, and I'd be all, yeah, Dad, and I would take a drink like this, and it was so refreshing. So anyways, yeah.
So, nos encanta, estamos solos, nos encanta criticar, nos encanta hablar de la gente, nos encanta comer, nos encanta tomar, y nos encanta salir. A mí me gusta mucho arreglarme, y a él también. He knows a lot about, like, fashion and things like that.
You wouldn't know, but I do.
But he's like my hype man. Does that make sense? So,
tight and right.
Siempre me ha gustado arreglarme, pero eres el que me da ideas de que, te tienes que poner esto con esto, porque se te vería bien bonito. Te tienes que poner o haz esto, o eso es lo que está en moda, o whatever.
Because this is what I believe, and I've started doing this too. Today I bought something I thought I would never buy, but I bought it and I love it, and I'm going to wear the hell out of it. I should have shown it to you.
Yeah.
But I think fashion is a reflection of who you are. Like, the way you dress is a reflection of who you are and how you feel.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, and I do. I completely 100% believe that.
I agree. I think que si encuentras la motivación para vestirte, ponerte, si eres mujer y te gusta arreglar, si te gusta arreglarte,
you should like to look bomb.
Te sientes mejor y tu autoestima, o sea, sube muchísimo. Entonces, si eres de esas fodongas que no les gusta arreglar.
What's a fedonga?
Fodonga is just like raggedy girl in your pajamas.
Oh,
so,
no.
si eres de esas fodongas,
no, not a raggedy.
I encourage you que te mires en el espejo y decidas, ¿sabes qué? Me quiero ver bonita porque I am pretty. You know?
Yes, you are. Every person is worth value. Every person is worth value. You are worth something. You know that. You know that. I'm going to start crying.
Okay, no. So, después tenemos más historias, pero como tenemos tantas cosas en común, we were like, we have to be BFFs.
Yes, BFFs.
Like I told Brian, cuando me voy para Houston o cuando él está haciendo algo, I'm like, pues si no sales conmigo, ¿con quién sales? And Brian's like, no salgo.
Whatever. I don't go out. I just sit at my crib and smoke cigarros. I'm a smoker, and if you didn't know. But, ooh, we'll talk about that later. But, necesito un cigarro. I need a ciggy, you know. Yeah. Okay, so, Dinah, let's wrap it up.
Yes,
we've been talking a long time. Yeah.
Please subscribe again.
Yes, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, we love you guys.
Mwah, mwah. Asina. Until next time, guys. Bye, boo-boos.